What is up, guys? My name is Mike. Most of you know of me as Onslaught, though. That is my Xbox Live gamer tag. All right, something special. Well, it's not. It's different pretty much out of necessity. So this video is a combination of things. It's going to be a dual comm with my good buddy Eric. What's up, Eric?
What's going on, Mike?
Yeah, you guys might know of him as ChaosMath. He's the musical genius of our community at the at the moment. So it's going to be a dual comm with him, and at the same time, the gameplay that you guys are watching is the Uzi Gold Gun gameplay, which is that's what we're going to start talking about here in the beginning. It's horrible. It's bad. Eric actually can't see the gameplay, but you guys just troll me so hard with this series. You guys give me the most ridiculous guns, and how are you with the Uzi, Eric? Are you good? Are you pretty good with it?
No, I'm terrible with it, and I think I'm kind of in your boat. One of the only times I used it was in a post show of Pardon the Dashboard, and we had to use a Uzi with an ACOG, and yeah, it was messy.
Yeah, I was talking with Eric before I started recording here and telling him, I swear to God, I had one kill with the Uzi before this game. I swear, I went to the combat record and everything. If you guys want to see, because this was live commentary, live streamed here, if you guys actually want to see that, you can go to my Twitch TV and find the video of this game, and you can see and just, I guess, listen to me complaining. But we're playing a strong team. The connections aren't the greatest, and it was just frustrating. So I didn't want to just post this gameplay because I was really disappointed and sad. So
I'm definitely gonna go watch it.
You probably want to. You could probably cry a little bit. Be like, seriously? Like, yeah, that's how you play with the Uzi.
Now, do you have Ronaldinho to thank for this trend in guns?
I think he's the one that started all this. Ron came up with I think the Dragunov was the day he came in, and he pushed the vote for the Dragunov to thousands of people voting for. He actually posted a YouTube video on his channel telling people to come to my site while I was streaming and vote for the Dragunov. So
yeah. Get ready to run the stakeout soon, I guess.
Ever since then, man, the guns have been just horrible. But yeah, that's what you guys are seeing here. Make sure you guys post up in the comments. Please, no more troll guns. I cannot. Give me something I can work with. You know, something to. What's your favorite weapon in the game, Eric?
My favorite weapon has got to be the Galil.
Oh god, love the Galil. That was my very first gold gun, actually. But yeah, if you guys could give me an assault rifle, I'd be so happy. Post up in the comments below your suggestions for the next gold gun, and then I'll create a poll in a couple days after this video with the top 5 guns that have been commented on in the comment section below, and hopefully next time I'll get a better commentary, better gameplay. But seriously, like, I would really suggest not even watching the gameplay, just listen to us talk here.
Yeah, you guys gotta throw the guy an assault rifle. It's like Road to Nuke all over again.
Oh god, don't even, dude. that was literally more frustrating than the Road to Commander. Actually, it was just, I don't know, it was insane. So let's talk a little bit about you. How did you get into? So you're a commentator, first off.
Yeah,
correct?
I am. Yeah, I think that might be one of the biggest misconceptions about me. I think my music does a little bit better than, or is, a lot more well known than my commentary. But yeah, I'm a commentator. I sort of got into the whole thing just I guess it's a similar story than most guys. Was watching videos, watching Wings and Woody and you and Sandy, and at one point I just said, I'd love to do this. And at the same time, I had just finished building a recording studio downstairs in my house.
That's so cool, man. That's crazy.
It was like a lifelong dream. It took me a long time to get it done, and then when I had it ready, I said, wow, wouldn't it be kind of cool to try to combine the two and help get my music out there and just meet some people. And I sort of had in the back of my head, well, maybe someday it would be really cool if I ended up working with some of the guys that I watched and some of the guys that made me get into YouTube, and that's kind of exactly what happened with you.
Yeah, I think you actually, I don't even know how big your channel was. I don't even know if you had you even really started commentating when, I think you sent me a message, right? Asking or mentioning or offering, your musical talents, maybe?
No, well, sort of. You're half right. I didn't actually pitch myself to you. My first message was really just a simple thank you because, I have a couple kids and I run a business. I'm a really busy guy, and I didn't have a lot of time to sort of get this thing off the ground. And your field stripping series was where you sort of went over, here's how I do it.
Yeah, I remember that now. And you were asking questions about things you would need and stuff. And
Yeah, so I sort of said I'm gonna, and I watched it, and so I sent you this kind of random, just to thank you. Really, it was just like, hey, thanks for putting this up there because it allowed me to get things going and start things out. And I ended up, I think, I hadn't even put a video up, and then when I got my first commentary up, I just said, hey, probably too busy, but hey, here's how you helped me out, and I put a link to my first commentary, and I had some of my music in it, and you actually had said, wow, this is pretty good. Do you want to work together?
yeah, that's what I remember it now. I do. It's clear as day now. I remember that video.
And it's just kind of taken off from there. It's been awesome so far. Really fun.
That's cool. Now you mentioned having this awesome studio that you built. You're moving now, right?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of moving them. I actually stopped. I have like a 14-foot U-Haul upstairs, and I stopped moving to come out down here and do this commentary for you. So over at my new house, I haven't put a video up. Cell boxes have been broken too, but I've sort of taken a small hiatus so I can move over, and I got like twice the space over there. So I'm really psyched to get things set up and have an even bigger, better studio so I can do more and get back in the game.
Yeah, that's cool. Now tell people a little bit, because I know obviously more about you than the people watching the video. And like, you have your background in music is pretty wide, right? Like, you've been in bands, you've produced music, you've produced orchestral music and stuff too, right?
Yeah, so I sort of am one of those guys who, once he gets into something, he kind of just can't stop. And maybe a little bit of a control freak has caused it. So I started out as a drummer, and I studied music. So it helped me learn new instruments to be able to speak and write the language, right? So I started playing on drums, and then I wanted to write songs, and so that made me learn how to play guitar, and it just sort of spiraled out of control from there. And earlier in my life, I'm kind of old, so I'm not quite Woody old. I think he's like
nobody is.
Nobody's older than Woody, right?
Yeah.
But I think he's like 3 years older than me. But anyway, through when I was younger and in my 300,000, when I was in my early 20s, I worked in a cover band. I did some studio work. We would basically get hired to play on people's records. And I taught drums for a while. I taught guitar for a while. So I sort of, just kind of went all over the place with music, and I can play pretty much any instrument under the sun, and it's just sort of my big passion. So combining it with gaming has just been great.
Yeah, it's crazy, like how where life takes you. I bet 5 years ago you would have never thought like you would be doing the things you're doing now. With music, and with me personally, the whole gaming YouTube stuff is it's unbelievable. Being a part of the community and everything, and I never expected it. And all the commentators out there, everybody comes from different backgrounds. We have yourself, a musician. We have myself, an architect. We have computer programmers. We have people that do construction. Like, that's what they do. They work on construction sites and build buildings, and then they come home and commentate. It's just really cool, like the diversity of our scene. I think that's just amazing.
Yeah, it's really sort of the best the internet has to offer. It really is. And this little community that we have here, which was, for me, when I found it, I couldn't believe it. I think one day I was just looking for help on a new map pack for Modern Warfare 2, and I had no idea, right? Like, I came into the game, I didn't even know about this stuff, and I pumped it into YouTube, and I was like, oh my god, there's like this whole world going on here with all these cool people, and everybody's doing different stuff. It's amazing. Definitely
crazy, and everybody comes from, like I said, different backgrounds. So the gameplay is winding down. We're getting our ass kicked right now. We haven't captured a HQ yet. Myself, Dunkus, I apologize. I'm not going to be able to link the people the subscribers that I'm playing with in the channel. I apologize, in this game. I apologize. I'm not going to be able to link them in this video, but I'll be sure to try to catch up with you guys in the next stream. But the game is winding down shortly. Let's talk about what we're doing together now. I'm trying to tomahawk myself right now, actually, in the gameplay, which has me stunned.
That's frustration right there.
So right now, what are we doing? What's our big project we're working on?
So Road to Commander Chronicles. We're halfway through it. It's been amazing, right? So you contacted me a while ago and sort of said, hey, I'm planning to do this kind of big montage sort of thing.
Yeah, that
to
was the
recap the whole series. Yeah, and that was a long time ago. Like, I've done a lot of music for you before, since then, but we talked about this months and months ago, and so you sort of had this great idea, like, hey, would you like to do music over it? And then you sort of realized how big of a project it was gonna be.
It was
like, dude,
huge.
we're looking at like 52 minutes of gameplay here, or something like that. I think that's what it is. It's
Yeah,
about
it's like
52
yeah, it's
minutes.
like an
So
hour. Like yeah, right at an hour, and we've talked together probably I don't know 3 or 4 hours together through working through this. Listening to different tracks, depending on or trying to figure out how we want to really set this up because it's not as simple as saying make the music for it and put it on there and you're done. We
yep,
have to talk about the concept, talk about how it's all going to go together, talk about how it's going to flow, and not to mention that we're doing a different theme for every single video. So the
yep.
first video of Road to Commander Chronicles was like an orchestral hip hop theme. Second was the rock and roll kind of metal theme. Next theme is going to be like techno dubstep, which I'm super
Oh
excited
yeah,
about.
me too,
And
me
then
too.
the last video 4 is going to be a combination of all of those different music types, which I'm also super excited about. So um, I mean, I know push like you really specialize in the rock stuff. How hard is it for you to create the other music that you've been helping me come up with for the series?
Not as hard as you might think. Like my specialty is sort of metal and harder rock, but like I'm a huge Radiohead fan. Really into alternative, but I'm really into pretty much all types of music, and I've sort of schooled myself in most of them. So for me, as a songwriter, this has been a great thing. It's sort of allowed me to sort of exercise my chops and challenge myself a little bit. So while it hasn't been too hard, it's certainly still a challenge. But like for the techno and the dubstep, I've just sort of gotten into creating that stuff in the last few months. So
Yeah.
that I think is going to be my biggest challenge. But at the same time, I'm looking forward to it the most because it's pretty exciting stuff. So it's just been great. It's been hard work, but it's been a lot of fun too.
That's awesome, man. All right, perfect timing. The gameplay just wound down. Make sure you guys vote for the next gold gun. Please do not make me, kill myself with the next gold gun in the comments below. Make sure you guys check out Eric's channel. His YouTube channel is Mr. Chaos Math, and there'll be links to it in the description. Check him out. He's putting a ton of work into the videos he's working on with me, and not to mention his own videos that he puts up. He's a lot of production time that goes into those videos. If you've missed any of the Road to Commander Chronicles so far, 1 and 2, they'll be linked in the description below. Make sure you guys check those out. Any parting words?
Hey, I just want to say thanks for having me on your channel, bro, and thanks for everybody for checking me out. Hopefully, and hope you guys really enjoy the music coming up, and we will be seeing you around.
Yeah, not to mention, if you guys sub up to Eric, it's not he posts COD gameplay, he does normal commentaries, but the cool thing about his channel is he does awesome music tracks throughout his commentary. So when he has a chopper gunner flying, or if there's like just some beast mode section of his gameplay, he's gonna put a custom track in there. So that stuff is really cool. You guys will not be disappointed if you check out his channel.
Thanks so much, man.
No problem. We'll catch up with you guys later. See you on Xbox Live. Later, guys.
Later.